So the note said to talk about my first time at a hospital, mental hospital, what that experience was like. Because I remember the first time I was taken against my will. Like the first time I was against my will. I've gone before, like, because I thought I needed it. But the first time was against my will, and it was my dad took me. And I thought that he was wrong and I was right, and that this was all like a spiritual awakening with like these unique experiences that I was witnessing and seeing and thinking happened in front of me were like I thought it was like a new world like being opened up to me. And so I was just like trying to show him and also just doing it, and eventually he was just like I better get some help. So we went to the Brockville Mental Hospital in Brockville, Ontario, and I just remember not thinking I belonged there, and like I was let go. They let me go after 2 days. I was there for 2 days, and then they released me back to my dad. And I was just like, see, I'm not fucking mental. But the people there is what really, like, because I didn't know anything. It's funny that I said that because I was right. So like I'm just sitting here laughing to myself inside. It's like because I was right. 2 days and I was out because I was right. It's like the whole point of the video is to explain that I lied the whole time I was in there. You get caught up in the emotion of it, right? It's like you still want to win. You still want to be right, but it's like I went there and I just knew what I knew from movies about crazy asylums and mental hospitals. That's like when I went to the, like when I knew that that's where I was going or at, I was like, it's like, what do I know about the people that are going to be around? And I only knew what I knew from movies. And I'd like never done any research. I had never any reason to. And that was the other thing. It's like I don't know much anyways, because I usually just watch comedies. I usually just watch documentaries and comedies, but like I don't like negative energy, and like I associated mental hospitals with negative energy, which I think like a lot of people do. But so when I was there, I was really surprised. The people were all really, really nice, and that I'm speaking for my whole mental health career inside hospitals on that. So not just 2 days, but like everyone, it's just really different. It's just like more of like all right, well, we're all in here together, we might as well all try and figure this out and try and help. It's like I do this sometimes, and when this happens to me sometimes because I do this. I think you just start sharing stuff, and like you meet people that don't mind talking about stuff that no one else wants to or knows about. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like a, what do they have? It's like those fairs, like those community fairs that they have in Vegas. You go to a conference. It's like a conference. Sorry, community fair. It's like a conference. You go to a conference in Vegas, and it's like you're talking to all people that are in the industry that you want to be in or are in. Well, you go to a mental hospital and you talk to people that are going through the process of being, saying, no, you're having a specific issue, or you are specifically classified this. It's like you meet a lot of people in a lot of different scenarios, and occasionally you meet people that you're just like, wow, and that guy is legit crazy. It's like that doesn't happen very often. Most of the time it's just normal people that are just get into a certain routine of letting something happen to them or doing something to themselves, and then it just becomes like I don't know like how to explain it. It's like I've always heard of the girl that always attracts assholes. It's like she's probably doing the same thing to attract assholes. So like if you get into a routine of attracting people calling you crazy, it's like you can change the behavior to stop attracting assholes. It's like I used to think you could change the behavior of attracting craziness around you and making you feel crazy or do crazy things. So I mean, I think you can still probably do that to a degree. Like, I'm not saying I don't know enough to say that you can or you can't. But my first experience at the hospital still, it was like I lied. That was the whole point of this stupid video, to tell you. 6 minutes in, I get to the point. I lied. Yeah. There was stuff that I knew about mental hospitals, like the fact that if you say, I listen to the TV or the TV's talking to me, you will be labeled a certain kind of crazy. So, like, I didn't tell them that the TV was talking to me or that I could have thoughts and then the TV would react. Think of it like Bumblebee in the Transformers movie, where he has a dial and he can adjust the dial somehow to the exact word in the song or podcast that he wants to speak. It's like that with the TV, except they do it with it's like commercials and like the show, and it's like it's different. It's not exactly the same. It's like saying I don't know what it's like saying, but it's not exactly the same. So it's not too different, but it's like, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get the exact kind of thing, but I can't even remember what I'm talking about now. So I guess I'll just end the video there, because I don't know, I was talking about lying. I haven't even told anything about that. It's just like, oh yeah, like I could have TV would interact with me. There, it came back to me. Thank you. So the TV would interact with me, and the interaction would be like the Bumblebee character from Transformers, with the music and the words and the voices. It's like the communication isn't exactly perfect, but there's enough of a communication there. And then just like, imagine if you were like the character Shia LaBeouf and you had to try and like, for some reason, tell people about the Bumblebee, and the guy would transform back into a car. It would be really annoying, and you'd get mad when every time you were alone, this Bumblebee character would transform into a robot that could like barely communicate. But then every time you tried to show anyone, he would like transform back into a Volkswagen Bug. It's like, it would piss you off. It's like, that's kind of like what mental health feels like. It's like, you just like, every time you're about to try and show someone, it transforms back. And then just when they're like, and like, if it isn't hard enough to explain that, you have to explain that the thing can't talk right and it lost its voice box. It's like, that's like mental health right there. That's not how you deal with it. That's just how it deals with you. it's just fuck, man. Like, you either know or you don't. It's like, it's almost like you can't really bother showing other people, but like, there is other people that know. So like, every now and again, you can just be free and show yourself, and you feel like, you know, everything's good to go. So yeah, lying. So yeah, basically, what else did I lie about? 10 minutes already. What else did I lie about when I went to the hospital? What else did I know not to tell? The first time I got abducted to the mental hospital against my will. I had no research to know what to expect these people were like, or what was actual going on. So what did I know not to say? Oh, voices. I knew not to say I heard voices. And for the most part, I didn't until maybe much later did I start to become clairaudient. But I think voices were like one thing that I said, just I knew not to say, like, I hear voices if I did, but I know at that time I hadn't, because I actually kind of prayed to start hearing voices, but I called them clairaudient. And you know, I get a lot of really cool stuff when I ask, a lot of cool experiences. It's just like, should I just ask openly out loud again? Can I get money too? Can I just like make some money by doing nothing? It's like, there's a lot of people that do nothing and make a lot of money. I don't know. It's like, I'm asking. I openly ask. I ask for other stuff, and I get really cool experiences for free, and that costs money, but I'm not like, I just know my strengths, and being super proactive is not one of them. It's like, sounds funny to say to me, like, I almost try and laugh, I almost try and like, I have to like hold myself from laughing, because it's like, it sucks, but it's true. It's like, just me up here making videos is like a monumental feat. It's like, I watch other videos of people and they're like talking about how long it takes to like do like edit a 15-minute video. I'm just like, oh, I can't even imagine. I just put everything, I'll just make a 15-minute video and put it straight up, which means, I guess, we got 2 minutes left to do. We'll make a 15-minute video and put it up. You know? What else did I lie about when I went to the hospitals? I think that was right off the bat. Crazy people talk to the TVs. Crazy people hear voices in their head. The movies were like, never trust the medicine, and like, that was kind of like true. It's like I trusted the medicine. It just didn't work for me. So it wasn't like, I was just like kind of like, okay, well, like, so what else you got? You know what I mean? I wasn't like, I don't trust this. You gave me the wrong medicine. It's like, I get it. Mental health, it's a motherfucker. We don't know shit about shit. You're just like basically giving us a bunch of stuff, and like, if something works, holy shit, that's great. Let's fucking figure that out, and then like keep giving it that. You know what I mean? It's like, it was never, I trusted them, like, I don't know. I'll just stop the video here. It's long enough.